Hey, this is Sinisa from XOAP with another update of some of the new features of the XOAP platform. Let's directly dive into those. For this, I'm going to applications and we're going to have a look at our new upload application flow. So whenever you want to add applications to your workspace, you can go to applications, upload applications, then drop in the packages you want to upload, specify if you want to override already existing packages or do a batch upload where you basically just define the tags for all of those applications. And when you're good to go, then just click on next. You can still, if you don't want to do a batch upload, adjust single applications with specific tags. When you're done with that, just click on next. And now here, there's this eye icon where you actually can see the progress of the upload of a single application. So depending how many applications you want to add to the workspace, this takes a little bit of time. You will also see like an overview of failed applications where you maybe forgot to specify the override option or anything else that might not be working, like maybe your network connection just skipped for a second and then you need to re-upload the application. Can happen all the time. So when this is done, and we're just waiting for the latest or the last package here, you have now additional options that are very new. So based on the applications you have here, you can now create a new group. Create a new group only with those existing packages that you are just currently uploading, and you can still like define the order of the applications or look into the specific parameters you have here, for example, and can adjust that to your own needs, or you can add them to a new group. Besides the fact that we have new options here in the groups, like a continue on error, or a specific reboot after the installation of this group, you can also go back and add those applications to an existing group. In this case, you will get all the already available groups you have in your workspace, can just go here, and those applications will be added on the very bottom of this group, and then you can reorder the things as you need, and be sure that you don't have to do another step. You can just do everything in one flow, and that's something that should make the workflow of adding new applications to existing groups, to new groups, very, very simple for you without jumping back and forth to different options. I won't just add them here anywhere. I will just skip it. In this case, you have to go to the groups area here and then decide for yourself where you want to add those things in another step if you just missed it in the first. Another thing that's new is you can now create a role with the group from a group, so you don't have to go to roles to create something new. You can do it directly from here. Or what's also new is, as I mentioned already, continue on error and reboot. So continue on error decides, for example, if one application in your group fails. So maybe a 7-step fails. If continue on error is not specified, then it will just stop after the installation. That's the basic behavior. If you switch on continue on error, it will install whatever comes after without taking care if something fails. So you now have the choice to move between those two options. And what we also have here is, for example, if you need a specific reboot after a group installation, you can specify this here too, but you have to be sure, and that's something that you have to keep in mind for this to work, specifically in combination with configuration management. Your policy that you're using actually has to allow a reboot, and otherwise it won't work. That's just for you to keep in mind when you are configuring things like that. So what else is new? So for example, if we go to this group again here, you now can download, so you could do that in the past, download an installation script that just installs, for example, this group. But you can also just use the copy installation command. So then a command is copied that you can just copy paste on your node, let it run. And the node that you're then running this command on will fetch all the applications from this group, the correct order, and just install everything that's specified in this group. That's a cool feature to test, for example, if the order is correct of something that you specified, like if the prerequisites are met and some stuff like that. So should help you in testing your application groups and roles in the future more easily. What else you can do, if you look at the details here, for example, in the assigned applications, and I'm going to put myself there in the top, you can here, for example, click on those applications and directly change the parameters that you want to adjust without having to jump back and forth. So you have everything in one place, can configure everything for those applications, and you can also add additional applications from your application list that you uploaded here. For example, just click on this. It's added at the bottom. You can go here, see all the parameters, adjust them to your needs, click save, and basically you're done. So we added a lot of those details here. Besides the fact that you have a status page where you can also look at the log files. So you can click on failed applications, see that there is an Adobe Acrobat Evergreen package failing here, for example. You can also have a look at the log file, get into debugging and troubleshooting without the need to go to a node and to fetch the log files. So have everything here, and also for the successful installations from this group specifically here as well. What else do we got? Let me see. So for application management, this was already it. Let's have a look at config management. So what we've done here is we adjusted the workflow a little bit to the rest of the application. So we are going through every module and adjusting everything to be in those slide outs to have like a general way of how things work here. So we've done that for policies, we've done that already for modules, for configurations as well. So if you basically here for this upload, not yet, but for configuration groups, for example, we've did it here too. So everything is like streamlined more or less. And the configuration upload process will come with one of the next sprints. It will be also aligned in the same way how the application management or the resources upload work. So they are like the same, a similar approach like everywhere else in the application, which should make it easier to use all those modules side by side. And what we've also done is we adjusted the details view of the nodes a little bit. We added more information to the specific areas, like you can now see for example, for services, the state, which was not there before. We adjusted a little bit the view on the DSC resources and if there are any issues, also showing the compliance history here side by side with the other process that we established in the past. So those are things that are new and should give you more information about the managed nodes here. What else do we got? If you look, for example, at resources, we added multiple tabs here. So in general, you now have a main overview of all the resources that you added to your workspace, but we also added like additional tabs to make it a little bit easier to go through the different kind of resource types you have, like for example, PowerShell scripts, shell scripts, zip files, text files, JSON and YAML files, also in preparation for everything that's coming in the next weeks and months regarding more automation capabilities with some other tools out there and new versions. So that's something that you can expect here too. And I think in schedules, what we've also done so far is we improved the management and deletion process here a little bit better. So as you know from all other areas here, you always have like an overview where a schedule is assigned to. But if you now want to delete this the schedule here, which is attached somewhere, you'll also get this notification here that there are images, for example, that are scheduled with this defined schedule, and platform management as well, if there are any scripts that are running, so that you don't accidentally delete something that might be very important for you. I think that's it for today. I hope that you like the new features. We are already adding some additional things to application management, config management, and very important for image management currently. And yeah, I'm looking forward to show you the newest things in the next update session. See you soon. Bye.